long time, Western countries counted African resources as an extension of the wealth on the continent. It is almost like these things did not belong to Africa, they belong to the Western, so African were like just the custodians. Western get our resources for free and cheap prices to continue creating instability in the continent so that they can keep benefiting at a very low price that they have to pay for it. But African leaders have begun to wake up and say we live in a world where the new world order dictates that African resources belongs to Africans and it must benefit the people of Africa.
For not only is there strength in our numbers, because the nations gathered here represent close to half of the human population, but there is also abundance in our resources. For the nations gathered here are the custodians of the bulk of the natural resources the world needs for the creation of the digital and green economies of tomorrow. The place to start it is for us to confront the barriers that have denied us a stake in global prosperity.
African hosted the BRICS Summit, and this was the most controversial summit in the history of all summits held in the world. Because African leaders are not playing anymore, and Africans have begun to understand their worth, knowing that bowing to the Western masters will only make you a slave for the rest of your life. So speak now or forever hold your breath. President of Kenya was talking with a lot of conviction, particularly when it comes to global presentation.
The world is realizing that Africa is an important destination. Important because of what the future portends, you know. This is the continent that has 30% of the world's natural resources. This is the continent that has the largest resources around renewable energy. We are talking about 70% of the population in Africa is below the age of 30. Creative, innovative, energetic, and so it's necessary for any part of the world to realize the importance of Africa and to tap into what Africa can bring to the table. This is not the continent of disease and poverty anymore. This is the continent that has a future. Yeah. And everybody, any reasonable leader anywhere in the world would want to know what Africa thinks and would want a partnership with the African continent.
That's all for now. There will be a next time. Bye-bye.